Hello, everybody. It is Sunday. It is 12 o'clock Eastern. And when it's Sunday on 12 o'clock Eastern, that means only one thing. It's the day after Saturday at 8 o'clock Eastern, which is the number one place to be every Saturday. Be in the live chat, learn about dividend investing, real man's investing, and do what real men do on Saturday nights. Talk about investing on a YouTube channel. But fiscal, this was a pretty big week, wasn't it? Earnings-wise.
Huge, massive week.
Giant.
And a big week for my value portfolio as well. Made some moves.
Ooh.
Did some stuff. So let me know when you are ready to hear all about it.
I've been ready.
You were born ready. Okay.
Born ready.
Well, so the beginning of the week, as you can see, I had some options expire. One expired out of the money. That's Paramount. So the premium I had collected for that was free money. Free money.
Free money.
I love free money. It's passive income. Now, my MPW $3.50 strike price expired in the money. That means I got forced to purchase 100 shares at $3.50. But when you account for the premium, it was probably more like $3.20. So not so bad. Lowers my basis anyway. Now, you see, I have Verizon stock.
Ooh.
And Verizon stock pays a pretty beefy dividend.
We talked about that on the live.
I know we did. We discussed Verizon at length on the live. I got $66.50. You could buy Starbucks for the whole family with that.
You could. You really could.
You
Maybe
really could.
Family.
Imagine that passive income coming in.
Yeah, that's big. That's big dividends.
Now, I sold 2 more cash secured puts on Paramount. Collected more passive income from that. I'm pretty bullish on them because there has been some talk about a possible acquisition. Somebody has put out a bid that would actually buy out all of the voting shares for a certain price, and more importantly for the Class B, which is what I have, over $21 a share for the non-voting shares, which is substantially higher than my basis. I would be gaining close to 50% if that happened. And, yeah. Now, the market hasn't priced that in yet, so clearly people are skeptical of whether or not the deal will go through. But I think that now Paramount is talking about possibly entertaining multiple bids to buy out the company entirely, which if you followed my channel and watched, some of my previous Paramount specific videos, I speculated to an extent that might be the way in which investors in Paramount at these prices end up actually seeing their return. Now, it could be that none of these buyouts actually happen and we have to wait for them to, figure out profitability on Paramount Plus and get back to, good free cash flow and all that. But this is another way to make money. If you were an Activision Blizzard owner, when Microsoft set out to buy them out, you would have made a pretty penny on that, right? Yep. And this is a similar deal possibly with Paramount now. So I'm excited about that because it seems like what I thought might happen is potentially starting to play out a little bit. Now, this is the big mamma jamma here, right?
This is the thumbnail right here.
So some things are going on with MPW. There was some concern that the tenant that's having problems was going to close some hospitals. They announced some things that are an indication that they may end up not having to close those hospitals and that they may be transferring them to different operators in the future. And these are hospitals that they're having trouble making money on. So when you are a healthcare operator and you have facilities that you're having trouble, turning a profit on, if you can get somebody else to come in and take over and get out of there, probably good for your bottom line.
Yeah,
might help with the rent situation. Ooh. And we'll just say this. I liked that there was an update on that specific situation. And so I picked up another 500 shares of MPW. So
that's a lot of money you're dishing out there, but you know what you could do with that dividend money you're getting from that? And
You
Buy a
know,
lot of dividend
I
stocks on drugs merchandise.
this is an unpopular opinion, but I would actually be perfectly cool if they completely eliminated their dividend temporarily.
Well, what would be the longest time you wouldn't like it to be? Like 5?
I think honestly, I think it would be beneficial for them to eliminate it and people will probably hate this if they bought it for the dividend, but I think like a year or two to shore up their balance sheet would be smart. Or perhaps
No.
do some buybacks to trigger a short squeeze. I don't
We
know
put a community poll out this week, guys, if you think that MPW will cut the dividend or if they should.
if they should. I mean, I think it would be smart, but it's harder for them to do that because they're a REIT and they have to, a
Yeah.
certain amount of their taxable income and everything. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I think that would probably be most beneficial as far as preserving their balance sheet. But that's just me.
All right. I had a wild week of buys. And by wild week, I mean I only bought 2 shares of each at $30.12. And I got no dividend. Or I got 50 cents in interest. I got 50 cents in interest this week. That's, money I didn't have before. So very happy about that. But the real main attraction this week, obviously, besides the Cash Flow Kings live at, 8 o'clock Eastern every Saturday, it's earnings season, bread and butter. So we're going to go over some of the stocks that we like this week that are keeping a close eye on. Fiscal. Are there any companies on first glance, and you can't say McDonald's, that really, pop out to you? I see
Uh,
a few for sure.
Palantir, since I do own that stock. So,
Ooh, Disney. That'll be big.
Yep. I mean, Disney's on my watch list. CVS is on my watch list. But I actually want dips because I want lower entry points on anything.
Speaking of PayPal reports after close on Wednesday. I know you cover that on your channel. I paid a $2 fee to PayPal this week to do an instant transfer. And for all my PayPal shareholders in the comment section, I'll take a thank you.
Yeah. Hopefully they use that for more buybacks.
Yeah. PayPal's definitely interesting though. Enbridge reports, Pepsi, rest in peace. Thank you for your service.
Alibaba also same day as PayPal, by the way. Yeah. And I own both of those. So yeah.
Ooh, Chipotle reports on Tuesday.
Ooh.
Chipotle.
Also, I see Spirit. Is that Spirit Airlines?
What date is it report?
Thursday with Hershey, right about Hershey.
Thursday, right? I think that would be. Yeah, save.
Yeah.
Yep, that's Spirit. God rest.
Well, let's see if they go bankrupt or not. Huh?
S&P Global reports also on Thursday. I'll be paying attention to that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
PepsiCo Friday.
You could say with Spirit, you hope their stock doesn't crash to the ground. Cue the laugh, the comedic laugh. But no, Roblox, interesting company. Nancy Pelosi was trading it, so that's definitely going to keep on. Air Products Chemicals, APD. I see that there. Tyson Foods. I'll see if my chicken tenders that I've been buying for the winter bulk.
Mm-hmm.
The winter bulk has been paying off. Ooh, Chegg. I used to own Chegg back in the day for any of you OGs.
Now, on Monday, I noticed Allegiant. Is that the airline Allegiant? Is this more airlines?
I think
is this Airlines Week?
This is the same Allegiant that owns Allegiant Stadium, so I'm not. Yes, Allegiant Air.
Wow. Okay.
Currently trading at $79.
Well, okay, so this is weird because Tuesday there's also another Spirit that's.
What's going on? Oh, Snapchat reports on Tuesday. The annual 15% fall of Snapchat. Snap.
Yeah. Will they ever turn a profit? Probably not.
Will they? If you let us know in the comment section. And Hershey, I think, will be interesting. I'm probably not going to buy, but if it goes on big enough, I might have to.
Yeah, I mean, Hershey could be interesting if you could get a good entry point on it because I do think that it's a pretty safe defensive. And arguably, I would say a moat. I would say
solid growth. Some solid growth in it too.
Would we agree Hershey has a moat?
I'd say so. Yeah, amongst candy. If you look on Halloween night, you look at all the candy.
Yeah,
a lot of it's Hershey.
So I do take issue with one thing. Mondelez, you said was basically their main competitor.
Yes.
What about Nestle?
They own Oreos. Nestle owns Oreos, right?
I thought Mondelez or something.
From what I saw, I think Mondelez is more in like the snack and candy kind of thing. Where Nestle.
I mean, Nestle Crunch bars.
I gotta look at I'm looking at their brands right now. I'm pulling it up.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is a debate. Like, who is
Ooh,
the biggest competitor to Hershey, Nestle or
I don't
Mondelez?
know. I really don't know. I think Hershey, if you compare them both, Nestle still gives them some, competition, but I think Hershey's on
Actually,
top.
the biggest competitor in that space is actually a privately owned company called Mars.
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
Mars. All right, everybody. This is the weekly recap. This is what we do every week. We transparently share our buys, sells, dividends, and personality. Something you can't find on a lot of finance channels.
That's right.
We talk about dividends.
We show our faces.
We're not British. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but not specifying anybody here. Well, Fiscal, where could the people find you if they're interested in any MPW, PayPal, or Alibaba content?
Because those are the only things I ever talk about.
Yes, and Starbucks.
And Starbucks. So get me on my channel, of course, link in the description. Follow me on Twitter/X, whatever you want to call it. I'm trying to get my first 100. It's so difficult. It's so difficult to get your first 100 on there.
I had a bunch of bots follow me this week.
I know, me too. It's annoying because I'm like, oh, I got a new follower. It's like, nope, it's a bot that's trying to sell me a little bit of spicy pictures.
If the number's going up, it counts. Shh, don't tell Elon.
Until
everybody, you know where to find me. Thank you guys for 100 subscribers this week. Check out the Do Dividend Sex Drugs merchandise.
I'm honestly, I'm blown away that we actually made it up to 108 this week.
Yeah, we gained a few today.
Yeah. Probably in anticipation of our guest, who was awesome. If you haven't watched the live, go back and watch that.
Definitely one of our best shows yet. And there's only better to come because next week on the 10th, it's our 100 subscribers special. And it's the Cash Flow Kings After Dark too. So
I heard we're upping our game. Is this true?
You'll pay to see that. Thank you all for watching. Do Dividend Stocks, Not Drugs. And always remember at the end of the day, cash flow
is king.